In this video, I will be going over benefits of buying a newly constructed home in today's hyper-competitive market and answering commonly asked questions about the process. So let's get right to the board. So there are three main benefits of buying a newly constructed home in today's crazy market. So if you're in the market right now, I feel your pain. If you've been looking for existing homes and you haven't been lucky and it's been just a head scratching and just a crazy process for you, I feel your pain. So here are some benefits for you to start looking for newly constructed homes. Number one, most builders have a waiting list system instead of a bidding process, where when you're buying an existing home, you're going up against multiple buyers. You're going up against multiple buyers in this situation as well, but in existing home process, you don't know what kind of offer is coming in. You're just blindly putting in offers. Depending on when you're watching this video, if you're watching it at a different time of era, then this doesn't apply. But if you're watching this in 2022, you know where the market's at. List price, homes come in, list price is 900,000, it ends up selling for like 1.3 million, 1.2 million. So you're not going up against that dog on dog mentality. With builders, you're gonna go there, you're gonna see what lots are available. They're gonna tell you that there's 10 more lots coming in and there's a wait list, and you get added to that wait list. Now, when your turn comes, they call you and they tell you what lots available. If you like the specs, if you like the model, you can say yes and move forward. If you say no, they move on to the next person. So that's a much less stressed environment as opposed to what you're seeing in the market right now. Now, a great part about this is you can write your name on the list, and you can write your name on the list on multiple different construction sites or different construction builders that you like, and your turn can come up on one of them. So it's not that you're fully obligated by writing your name on the list. It just gives you an upper edge so you can go ahead and explore other options. Number two, builder incentives. Now, I will go over later that most of the time the prices are going to be non-negotiable, but there are builder incentives. If you decide to use the builder's lending company, in-house lending company, they will give you, depending on what the purchase price is, money to cover the closing costs and some more. So my advice to you is go with the builder's lender if they are offering you an incentive for closing costs, because you can always come back and refi your mortgage in 6 months or so without a prepayment penalty. So it's a great tip to go with the builder, get that upfront incentive, cover your closing costs. And now there's no promise of where the rates are gonna be, but if you speculated and you see where you are in time, in most cases you might be able to refi and get a lower rate. So take that incentive or take that closing cost coverage upfront with the give or take of just a little bit of a higher interest rate. So a tip to remember. Number three, most builders are gonna offer 10-year structural warranty and give you 1-year home warranty. So this is a really cool thing to have when you're buying a home. On existing homes, you're not seeing that, there's no guarantee of that, but on the builder side of things, they're guarantee you structural guarantee, and that covers the foundation. So these are the perks of buying a new construction right now if you are in the market. Now let's answer some commonly asked questions. Question number one, what is the wait period right now for a builder for getting a newly constructed home? So if you're looking for if you're in the market looking for a house right now, how long is it going to take from the time you sign the contract to actually move into a home? Now this is a question that may vary depending on what part of the country you're in, but right now we all know that construction is slow because after the pandemic there was just slow getting all the appliances, construction materials. So right now your typical wait period, depending on where you are, is anywhere from 6 months to 12 months. I know it's a huge range, but it's hard for me to kind of pin down exactly what the wait period is going to be, but this is a good number to keep in mind. So if you find something today, we're in February or almost in March right now, you'll probably move in the following year, February or March, maybe a couple of months sooner. So it varies depending on the builder and where you are in the country. But again, it's anywhere from 6 to 12 months. Number two, should you get an agent to represent you? And the answer to that question is yes, definitely yes. Why I say that is because when you go to a builder, the representative that you see there, or the builder's agent that is showing you the property, showing you the lot and discussing with you, they work for that builder. May that be Lennar, Pulte, KB Homes, whatever the builder is. Their number one priority is that builder. They're employed by that builder. So when you have your own representation, that agency is representing you, the buyer. So, and not only that, they will be able to help you navigate the contract better, the whole process better, especially if you're a first-time buyer and you're working with a local agent or an agent that's in the market selling homes. They will really be able to help you navigate the process and maybe even help you negotiate some buyer or builder incentives that you want. Maybe you want something in the design studio to add on, and they can help you negotiate and navigate the process. So yes, definitely get your own agent and have them represent you. Don't go to the builder and start the process without an agent, because if you try to bring in the agent in after the process has already started, 99% of the time that builder will not allow you to bring in an agent after the fact. So find an agent first, tell them you're looking for a new development, or ask them if they have other new developments for you, and have that agent represent you. Number three is if you were to go in contract, how can you get your EMD deposit or your earnest money deposit back if you decide you no longer want to go with that builder? A lot of my buyers have asked me that question, that, hey, what is it gonna, and when it comes time to put in that money, they'll be like, oh, well, we're not sure. Well, if the due process has started, and it's all gonna depend where you are in the process, right? If you put the money down already, but then they haven't qualified you yet and you're not in an actual contract, there might be a way to get out of it. But in most cases, if you put the EMD down and the due process has started, I would say 90% of the cases, you're not gonna be able to get that money back in that manner, because the builder, according to the contract, has the right to keep the money if you decide to back out, because you've already acknowledged that you want the property, you've already put the money down. Now, in some cases, if it's early enough in the process, you can go ahead and have that dialogue with your, again, this is where your agent's gonna come handy, because they're gonna help you navigate this process. You can talk to them and see, and if you're really adamant about it, a lot of builders are probably gonna say, that's fine, if you really don't want our home in this development, we'll let it go. But if it's like really deep in the process, they've already poured the concrete, they've started the work, then it may be difficult and you might have to go into arbitration. It might be a topic for a different day. But to answer the question right now, once you put the EMD deposit down, it may be difficult to get it depending on where the process is. Number four, are the pricing for new construction homes negotiable? The answer is no. The pricing is not negotiable, especially in today's time. It's a seller's market. There's a lot of demand out there. Builders will not negotiate with you on price. I'm here in the Bay Area. I do a lot of new construction. We are noticing when I go show new houses to people that the prices are changing like every quarter. They'll go up like 50K, sometimes even 100K right now. And we've seen this trend in the last 1 year. So again, pricing is not negotiable here. You will have to pay what they're telling you, what the base price is. And just to break this down a little bit, a lot of people ask, well, how is the pricing done? They'll give you a base price, and then any add-on to the house or add-on to any kind of additions that you're making to the build will be the add-on that they do to the base price. So for example, if the base price is say $950 and then you have upgrades of $100,000, well, now your value that you're gonna end up paying is $1,050,000. So that's how that works. But again, to answer the question, pricing is not negotiable. Now I wanna end this video with some cons. If you're like, well, what are the pros and cons if I wanna go existing home sale, right? So the cons are, if you buy an existing home versus a new build, in most cases, the existing home or the older home is usually have a larger lot. These new constructed homes, builders are being very efficient. They're building multiple homes in a certain area that they buy. So they are not building on large lot sizes, they're building on smaller lot sizes. If you're looking for a large backyard and that's your lifestyle, then I would suggest that an existing home will be a better option for you to go. Other con is, like we just talked about, on a newly constructed home, you're not going to be able to negotiate the price. It's the same case with existing homes right now. If you're in the buyer right now, you know that you're not able to negotiate the price. It's very difficult. You may be able to negotiate some things in some areas of the country and depending on where you are, but here in the Bay Area, and you're watching this right now in 2022, negotiation is not happening in existing homes either. In some cases, you might be able to negotiate something. Well, then you can argue that you're also getting some incentives on the builder side as well. So it's kind of like a give and take. That's all I have for you today, guys. If this was helpful to you, insightful to you, and you have more questions for me and my team, please leave us a comment below and we will do our best to reply back to you. Like always, we'll be bringing you awesome information to help you navigate the lending buying process. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, this is Karan Singh with Optimal Homes.